Now let's talk about taxes. Our tax code is broken, and we all know it. Despite Obama's populist rhetoric, he signed a bill to extend budget-busting Bush tax cuts for the wealthy.
How deep is your commitment to this fight? Are you saying that if Congress passes a short-term extension of all the tax cuts, you're going to veto it?
And I've got a whole bunch of better ways for us to spend that money.
But you're not saying you're going to veto it.
There are a whole bunch of better ways to spend the money.
How come you don't want to say veto?
There are a whole bunch of better ways to spend the money.
Breaking news on your taxes, or if you've been laid off, your jobless benefits. With the deal, President Obama struck with Republicans on both and the backlash to it inside his own party. Mr. Obama agreeing to extend Bush-era tax cuts for all Americans, even the wealthiest, which he vowed in the campaign not to. Though this is a complete abandonment of his campaign promise on taxes, a promise he made over and over again.
As president, he has surrounded himself with members of the 1%, people who have always worked to ensure that the interests of Wall Street are safeguarded. The appointments of people like Larry Summers, Michael Froman, and William Daley to top positions in Obama's administration reflect who helped buy Obama's way into the White House. And Wall Street received a tremendous return on its unprecedented investment. For instance, Wall Street criminals perpetrated massive fraud, contributing to the economic meltdown from which we are all still suffering. Yet none have been prosecuted by the Obama administration.
It's been 3 years since the financial crisis crippled the American economy, and much to the consternation of the general public and the demonstrators on Wall Street, there's not been a single prosecution of a high-ranking Wall Street executive or major financial firm, even though fraud and financial misrepresentations played a significant role in the meltdown.
The very people who fought to deregulate the financial industry, which led to economic disaster for millions of people, were brought on board by Obama. Obama discussed the absurdity in expecting new results from the same people in his 2008 campaign speeches. He was right. Why would those who brought about the disaster be retained to deal with it? For the same reason that, during the entire Obama administration, even with a Democratic majority in both houses of Congress, the Bush tax cuts, billions in gifts to the wealthy, have been continued. Mitt Romney, the multimillionaire who paid an effective tax rate of less than 14%, has released a tax plan that also strongly favors the wealthiest Americans, offering earners in the top 20% an average tax cut of more than $16,000, while raising taxes on the bottom 20% of earners.
The Tax Policy Center found Romney's tax cut plan would mostly benefit the wealthy while raising taxes on the poorest 125 million Americans.
Romney's plan is George W. Bush's plan on steroids.
While the wealthiest Americans are thriving, Mitt Romney has released a plan that raises taxes on Americans who are barely making it, while lowering taxes for his wealthy friends. There is another option in 2012.
The top 1% in this country owning 42% of the wealth, that is criminal.
We need people who will fight for the public interest, fight to get corruption out of government.
In the face of impending, irreversible, catastrophic climate change, we have allowed a president to dither, delay, and become distracted.
I'm Rocky Anderson, and I approve this message.